Unbelievable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And Spark are champions! Good up, Pepe!
Goal! It doesn't get any better than that!
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to a windy Sunday afternoon at Travers Island. It's the APSL Metropolitan Conference on Game and Frame. I'm James Burley, Jorge Espinoza behind the camera here on the banks of Pelham Bay at Travers Island. 30-mile-per-hour winds. It's 50 degrees, but it feels like 40 ahead of this clash between Schneider FC and the hosts New York Athletic Club. It's a great tale between two teams that are playing better football than their league table position might suggest. Schneider comes into this one 10th in the APSL Metropolitan Conference, 6 points through 7 games, just 2 wins on the year, and it's more or less the same for New York Athletic Club, 2 wins through 8 and 6 losses. They are in 9th in the APSL Metro. They finished 8th a year ago. Schneider finished 6th. Of course, lots of cup matches being played with both of these teams. Nyack coming off of a gutting penalties loss to Lansdowne Yonkers on this very field, a game that they were ahead in. Schneider FC has a huge date with destiny a week from today against the New York Renegades for the final spot. Win and in into the 2026 U.S. Open Cup proper would be an unbelievable achievement for this club. But first, they got a couple of league games to deal with, starting here on the road against New York Athletic Club. Starting 11 for the visitors. In goal, it's the young 19-year-old MLS Next goalkeeper Danny Mornigo Arce. The back 4 from right to left is Mario Ramirez, the captain Denny Zonchu, and then the pair of Germans in defense, center back Felix Diekerhoff and Tom Hulch. The midfield trio, Japanese Rio Koiso next to Diego Silva, Dennis Koch Jr., the man they call DJ in the number 10 role, and the front 3 from right to left, Jason Budai, Tyler Swaby, and Glenford Gentle, who leads the team with 2 goals on the year. For New York Athletic Club, it's player coach Vasilios Dimopoulos in goal. The back line from right to left, Curtis Oberg, Joseph Kaur, Jason Gaylord, and playing in a bit of a new role, Stefanos Andrakis at the left back position. The opening whistle has been blown and we are underway. It is Schneider kicking it off in their patented neon yellow kits from right to left in all red. It's New York Athletic Club rounding out the starting 11 for the home side. The midfield trio anchored by former professional MLS and USL veteran Tony Rocha, Yali Salzberg, and the number 10, young Dominic Brulinski, who has been excellent for New York Athletic Club since joining mid-season. And the front 3 from right to left, Umar Farouk Osman, Jack Duran, and Enrique Montana III. Early on, it's Schneider getting play started. That's Tyler Swaby, the former St. Francis Brooklyn, New York Empire man, playing in what Coach Alec Bearscheid referred to as a false 9 role. Both players dealing with availability issues, and particularly in the attacking part of the pitch, New York Athletic Club have been without Nabil Kawasmi, their top scorer, for some time, and they've managed to find goals consistently. It's just about when they do score, can they stay in front? As early on, here's Enrique Montana into the penalty area. Montana fires and got the strike wrong, but so far early promise shown by the home side. Quick little cut in there from Montana. The former Seattle Sounders youth man, Clemson 2024 graduate, 2-time ACC and NCAA championship with the Tigers. He's got 2 goals on the season thus far. Glenford Gentle to hold this one up. His 2 goals lead all of Schneider in league play. They've only got 6 goals through 7 games. That is the worst in the APSL Metro, but their defense has been quite good. Middle of the pack in 18 goals conceded through 7 games. They are, of course, making up their game in hand today. You can't talk about Schneider this season without talking about their Open Cup run, as Brulinski plays forward for Jack Duran. The former Duke captain and FC Boston Bolts man Duran sees that one out. His pressure forces a corner for the home side as the wind, you can hear it picking up without mercy here at Travers Island. This is going to factor into the match somehow, you have to imagine. And it already has begun. Berlinski just can't seem to get the ball to stay. Oberg will come over for the short corner. Driven ball in is defended away, but not so far out. Shouts for a handball as Oberg recovers. We've seen Curtis Oberg provide assists from those dangerous areas. Had an assist from the corner against SC Vistula Garfield earlier this season. And I'm not sure how much feedback you're getting on the other end of this, folks, on your Game and Frame stream, but it sure is picking up. Not much blockage here right on Pelham Bay here at Travers Island as Joseph Kaur gets in there and might have pulled up with an injury as he put his foot through that. He's still slow to get up as Diego Silva looks to turn and he's brought down. That's Osman, whistled for the foul there. German fullback Tom Holch launches that one forward, and again another clicking of legs there. That's Glenford Gentle, who might come up with a bit of a knock, but he's going to carry on. Here's Holch. And a goal for Osners FC in their second round US Open Cup qualifier. Had a bye in the first round, Schneider, but won consecutive games. As Jason Gaylor's got to deal with a bit of danger there, and he bounces off of the experienced veteran Tony Rocha. Andraki's forward. And now Yali Salzburg dropped back for Jason Gaylord, the former Old Dominion defender. Joseph Kaur now. Played at William and Mary as well as the USF Dons, graduating in 2025. He's got one goal in league play as well. It's a goal in the Manning Cup in their eventual penalties loss to Lansdowne Yonkers. They scored in the 25th minute of that one. Played level pegging with one of the best teams in the division, one of the best semi-professional teams all over the country, really. As a heavyweight matchup in the league last night, it was the Greeks went to Tibbetsbrook Park against Lansdowne. Lansdowne scored in the first few minutes, but it would be the Greeks to come back, and they've been undefeated. They've been fantastic. 8 wins and 1 draw through their 9 games, just distancing themselves at the top with 25 points. Lansdowne falling down to third with Hoboken FC really having a strong season in second. Both of these teams have played good football to this point. I mentioned Nyack, just a 1-0 loss to CPR, a 2-1 loss to New York International, a game that they were up in. They lost 1-1 in penalties, 4-2 to Lansdowne. Again, they were also scoring first in. As forward is Jason Budai, whose first touch gets around Jason Gaylord. I think he's going to let this one trickle out for a corner, and he does. It'll be the first corner for the visitors. Jason Budai, the former Quinnipiac man, 7 goals and 7 assists in his final year in the NCAA level. As the cross comes in, not cleared away. It fell for Budai, who couldn't quite get his foot through it. Recovering is Montana, and he will clear. Jason Budai starting on the right wing for Schneider, also the top scorer for New York Braveheart in the UPSL. That's a lovely ball across from Duran into Osman. Osman wanted to wheel that one around the defender. Felix Dickerhoff instead pushes it wide and out for a goal kick. We saw this Nyack team be really devastating on the counterattack against New York International. They had a number of really strong chances, including one that fell the way of Farouk Osman that just didn't go in the end in the second half, but it was Dominic Brulinski who assisted Frank Shkreli with an excellent counterattacking goal to open the scoring against New York International. Again, a game that got away from them in the second half. Here's Holch. Silva. Pressure from Salzburg. Looking to switch. Montana and Andrakis converge on it there. Forward for Tony Rocha. Space behind Mario Ramirez. And the whistle from the referee. Foul on Ramirez. This is just outside the penalty area. Rocha's momentum took him into the box, but it won't be a penalty. And a very sharp angle despite the proximity to goal. I don't imagine this will be shot. Looks like service will be required. But nonetheless, a dangerous opportunity for New York Athletic Club here in the 9th minute. Nyack are looking for their first league win since October the 12th. That was a 6-1 away victory against Richmond County FC. Their previous and only other league win was on Sunday, September the 21st, at home against SC Vistula Garfield. It's going to be on goal, and that's a fantastic strike from Yali Salzburg. The commentator's curse, too sharp for a shot. Think again, that is a fantastic goal to open the scoring here at Travelers Island. 1-0. Dead ball specialist comes into the lineup and delivers. Early on, the lead once again goes to Nyack. The question now, will they be able to hold on? They've had a 1-0 lead in each of their last 2 matches. Both of those games went away from them. It's 1-0 to Nyack. What a goal that is from Yali Salzburg. Benford Gentle just runs out of room on the near side as Curtis Oberg sees it out for a throw. Dimopoulos as Swaby pressures. Good ball in the end that gets through to Brulinski. Can't get it right through the booth. But now out of my reach. Delay in play as we get a new ball. Now back underway as Oberg finds it. Throw in for Duran and now Osman. Avoids Koiso with that ball, but Dickerhoff was able to cut out the pass. It was aimed in behind for Duran. Swaby bouncing now with Gentle. It's good feet from them, but Joseph Kaur coming in to steal that one. And Salzburg wanted to get the switch going for Montana as the wind picked up again. And you could just feel as the gusts of wind come in, the game just gets a little bit more chaotic, just less bits of possession. As I mentioned, 30-mile-per-hour gusts coming in on Traverse Island. And I think that might be out-of-date information now. It might be picking up even higher than that. Here's Salzburg, the goal scorer. Seem to be struggling with some bit of an injury as the ball in behind from Kaur, directed for Montana, is defended away by Deniz Onçu, the Turkish captain of this Schneider side, anchoring the center defense once again for Alex Berscheid. Here's Kaur. Stefanos Ondrakis, the former Manhattan Community College and CCNY player, mostly will feature as a forward for this Nyack team, but a very short bench for them today. Starting at left back, accustomed to playing in wider areas, Stefanos Ondrakis, as well as the number 9 role, as that ball in behind for Osman is a good one. The flag is down for Rook. Osman saved. Denny Morinigo Arste coming up big on that one-on-one try. A good ball in behind for Osman. The bouncing ball was a tough one to deal with, and he ended up getting the shot off, but the young goalkeeper stood tall. It's going to be the second corner now for Nyack. They go short again. Brulinski looking to turn. He's got Koiso to defend him. In front for Osman. Glancing header just trickled wide. The short corner routine nearly paying dividends there. Brulinski with a good turn on Koiso. The driven cross into the 6-yard box. And Osman arriving late had the glancing header. Only just pushed it a little too wide. Shot out of a cannon early. New York Athletic Club. That's been their MO lately. Getting a lead in the first half. third straight game where they jump out in front. They did eventually lose their last two, although most recently in penalties in the Manning Cup to Lansdowne in the quarterfinal. Schneider also bowed out in the Manning Cup quarterfinal after a win in the preliminary round against Liros. They hosted New York Pan-Cyprian Freedoms, who they actually defeated, the reigning champions, in the opening match of the season. They fell in the Manning Cup quarterfinals 4-0 to the reigning champs. It's a ball in behind for Gentle from Silva, but the flag is up. That's offside. And Schneider have certainly found good form in Cup play. 2 out of 2 in the U.S. Open Cup. They're playing the Renegades next week for a chance to go into the tournament proper for the first time. What an achievement that would be for Alex Beerscheid's side. They also saw wins in the Manning Cup. They beat Doxa in the preliminary round. I mentioned Liros. They had beaten actually in league play. That's their most recent league win. It was 1-0 on the road at Susa on Sunday, October the 5th. It's been over a month since they were able to tally any points in APSL league play. Admittedly, they've been a bit distracted with a very successful Open Cup run that, even if they don't go through to the tournament proper, what a great run it was. The Renegades, of course, having just won the Northeast American North Division of the UPSL. Despite not topping the league table, they took it away from Braveheart in the playoffs, and they're off to the regionals and national tournament as that ball in from Andrakis finds Rocha. His heavy touch gets away from him, and Ramirez, who committed the foul that led to that free kick goal from Salzburg, plays it away. Picked up by Jason Gaylord. And Berlinski bounces for Kor. Gaylord, one of 2 players who had their penalties denied in that Manning Cup quarterfinal against Lansdowne Yonkers. The other, captain Jack Malaire. 2 guys you'll see wear the armband, Gaylord and Malaire, both denied. Neither missed the target, both took good penalties really, but saw excellent saves. And that unfortunate loss. Here's Ramirez. Now Glenn Gentle. Intercepted now, and Rocha can lead the charge the other way. Playing out to his right for Berlinski. He had Duran to his left. Berlinski looking to backheel for Osman. Dennis Koch looks to clear, but kept alive by Nayak. Berlinski in the penalty area. Still Berlinski fires! Good kick save by Moinigo, as Oberg looks to keep this alive. Koiso gets it out to Gentle. But again, Berlinski resolute to fight for it back. Holch gets it away to Koiso again. And now here's DJ Koch. Swaby to hold it up. Salzburg plays catch with Gaylord. Lovely football from Nyack again. And they get away from the danger at Core. Lovely little Beckenbauer turn there on the outside of the left foot. Here's Rocha. And Osman bounces for Brulinski. Now Oberg, in these crossing positions he loves so much, defended away by Diggerhoff. The second chance. Struck really well by Osman, but off target, just wide, and out for a goal kick. It's been all New York Athletic Club so far here at Travers Island. Silva, early switch, head for Jason Budai. Budai could be in here. Here's Jason Budai around the keeper. Budai scores! And another commentator's curse here at Travers Island. 18th minute, an equalizer from Schneider. Jason Budai in behind, gets it around Vasilios Dimopoulos, and calmly puts it away into the empty net. 1-1. All it takes is one chance for Schneider. They're back level. against the run of play. The deep ball that came in from, I believe, Tom Holtz found its way to Budaj. Such an efficient scorer, Jason Budaj. That's his first in the APSL this season. Level pegging here at Travelers Island, 1-1. Into the 19th minute we go. It was always going to be a test if Nyack could stay in front. Well, they've conceded. All square, back to square one. Still, the game has been played on Nyack's terms. While the pattern of scoring first has continued, that much is different. They were certainly playing a little more catch-up to New York International and Lansdowne in their last two matches. This time they've had more of the ball. They've been dictating the pace of play. But this time they could be in danger again. Swaby forward for Gentle, and Curtis Oberg has to knock it out for a corner. It'll be the second corner of the afternoon for Schneider. Diego Silva, the Chilean, formerly of Post University, scored against Doxa as well in each of their Open Cup games. His outswinger, as the wind picks up yet again, is cleared by Berlinski. This one goes back for Denny Morinigo, the 19-year-old former Brooklyn Italians youth player and FA Euro MLS Next goalkeeper. Is that pass from Rio Coiso? The hospital ball really picked up by the men in red. Here's Jason Gaylord. And now Berlinski out wide for Oberg. Osman, the former Michigan Wolverine, Ghanaian international. And Ondrakis. Looking forward for the former Duke Blue Devil Doran. That was intercepted. Now Dennis Koch looking to play forward. Instead, won by Gaylord. And now Berlinski spreads it out wide for Enrique Montana. Good defending by Ramirez. Still Montana. And out for an Nyack throw. Once again, the wind just letting itself be known again to all at Traverse Island. Deep throw in for Berlinski. Tried to flick it back in with an overhead. That one trickles out wide. Mentioning an overhead, it must be said, I know cameraman Jorge Espinoza also saw it, an unbelievable bicycle kick in the match before this at Traverse Island between the Nyack Reserves and Asphalt Green. Wish I had the name, high school, location, and background of the player who scored that simply remarkable acrobatic goal. We've seen a couple of nice goals as well in the first team game for Nyack here. A 1-1 scoreline through 22 minutes here. Approaching the quarter mark of this match. Possession figures certainly favor New York Athletic Club, but one strong chance for Schneider leveled things. It was Jason Budaj in the 18th minute to undo a spectacular Yali Salzburg free kick in the 9th minute. Really a sensational finish, one of the best free kicks we've seen in APSL Metro play all season. Osman forward for Duran. He's looking for Rocha. Now Silva plays it out for Gentle. Glenford Gentle, former Monroe University man dispossessed, and now Duran into the box. Was looking to turn and really wanted to get a penalty out of that, test the referee. And the referee says no, goal kick. Strong anchor in the center of defense for this Schneider side. You mentioned the goals have not come as plentiful as Coach Alex Beerscheid would have hoped, but the defense has been good. Now 19 goals conceded, is middle of the pack in the APSL Metro for a team that's in 10th. So we're going to have a whistle as, I think that's Yali Salzburg, took a knock to the back of the head. And the referee, as per protocol, needs medical to come and provide some attention. But Denis Onchu, 4 years at NYU, graduating in 2017, sharing the back line with Felix Diekerhoff, who just completed his graduate season in the fall of 2025 at NYU, was the captain this past year, the graduate student. 62 games played in his NCAA career. The German international, Hong Kong born Felix Diekerhoff. Only one substitute available for New York Athletic Club today. Only 5 for Schneider. Short benches on either side, especially short if you're the home team. So while Salzburg steps off to receive attention, Nyack will be down to 10 men for the moment. Here's Duran. Turns for Rocha, who's the lone figure in central midfield at the moment with Salzburg's absence. He's just stepped down to the corner to receive some medical attention. Here's Kaur. And Montana ran out of space. Tyler Swaby intercepted, and now Budai can launch forward. Wanted to put Diego Silva on his horse. Oberg was there to recover, and Vasilios Dimopoulos to clear. Former NC State goalkeeper. Berlinski trying to turn on Budai, but a strong challenge from the former Quinnipiac man. That's a lovely back heel in behind from Silva. Here's Gentle, Glenn Gentle, saved by Dimopoulos. And Yali Salzburg returns back onto the pitch. He's been cleared. Good bit of interplay from Schneider. They've grown into the game now. Silva combining beautifully with Gentle. And Tyler Swaby proving to be an important force in holding things up and linking play together. In that false 9 role ahead of DJ Koch, the number 10. Berlinski to switch. Might have just got caught in the wind there as Ondrakis bounces for Jason Gaylord. Out wide for Montana, who flicks it forward to the goal scorer, Yali Salzburg. Cross into the box for Duran, who flicks that one off. And that one, again, goes wide. Folks, we are proud to say today's Game in Frame broadcast is presented by Umbro, celebrating more than 100 years of football. Learn more at umbropremier.com. Thank you again to Umbro for sponsoring Game in Frame. Silva plays this one ahead for DJ Koch. Intercepted by Rocha. And now Jason Gaylord. Assessing his options and just plays it across to his center back partner, Joe Kaur. In their previous league match, Gaylord started next to Kevin Davis in the center of defense. Davis normally taxis between the Nyack first and second teams, played as a fullback, played as a center back. He was excellent in that first half against New York International. Went off shortly after the second half started with an injury. And with the short bench that they had that day, had to make some concessions as to who would play in the center of the park and in the center of defense, really. And shortly thereafter, they conceded 2 goals and lost that match. And with Core available, certainly shores things up a little bit more. Osman can turn forward for Rocha. What a save from Morinigo. I was surprised to see the flag stay down for Rocha. The cross came in for Osman. Took a fortunate bounce to wrong foot the Schneider defense, and Osman cleverly just played a half pass, just a little tap into the direction of Rocha, who couldn't beat the 19-year-old goalkeeper. One of the veterans of soccer in this area, Tony Rocha, has played for New York City FC, Sporting Kansas City, Orlando City, Orange County SC, in the USL, as well as multiple stops in MLS, and 4 caps with the Belize national team, denied by the MLS Next Pro keeper there. Duran just felt the challenge from Onchu behind him and drew the foul. Now Mario Ramirez is going to receive a bit of a talking to for knocking the ball away there. Going quickly is Brulinski. Rocha. Out wide for Montana. Back into the box. Rocha! Just wide again. It's now the third really good look New York Athletic Club has had from across from that far side into the front of the penalty area. And glancing headers from Osman and Duran. And the chance from Rocha, all pushed wide right, as well as the chance from Rocha that was denied by Morinigo. Osman had a chance in behind that was denied as well. Still 1-1 at Travers Island. Of course, for Zoom, we've mentioned that they've got the Renegades next week in the final decisive U.S. Open Cup qualifier to make it to the 2026 tournament proper. One of the oldest domestic competitions in all the world, really. The most historic soccer competition in the United States of America and perhaps North America, the continent at large. Coiso for Silva. Next up in league play, though, on Thursday, we had to play Richmond County FC at Jack McManus Field on Roosevelt Island as Montana is played forward by Brulinski. Just brought a bit wide as the flag is down. Here's Montana. Charging at Ramirez into the penalty area. Crossed inside. Not sure if Duran got onto it, but it was deflected into the path of the keeper, who knocked it away again. Morinigo's been strong after conceding early. Here's Onchu. And Ramirez pressured and dispossessed by Montana. Now Core. Salzburg bounces back for Joe Core. After their elimination from the Manning Cup for Nyack till the end of the calendar year, it's just league play. Will be good to focus on their league matches without any distractions. They've got the Pancyprians next Sunday. And then they round out the 2025 fall schedule. December 14th, match against the league leaders, the Greeks. New York Greek Americans, Atlas Astoria. As Curtis Oberg just puts his foot through that one to clear. Here's Dickerhoff. Tom Holtz. DJ Koch dropping back from the number 10 position to receive that there. He bounces back for Dickerhoff. And now here's Gentle. Oh, lovely little turn to get by Oberg. And he wanted to switch it for Budai, but just got it all wrong. And corralled by Dimopoulos. Folks, be sure to tune in later to Game and Frames broadcasts. Later today, it's more APSL Metropolitan soccer action. It's Central Park Rangers against New York International FC. That one kicks off at 4 p.m. And then later tonight, it's New York Pancyprian Freedoms against Richmond County FC. Also in the APSL Metro, that one kicking off at 8 as Farouk Osman challenges Holch into the penalty area. Osman in a crossing position and clipped away by Dickerhoff. And then later in the week, a Wednesday night match in APSL Metro play, Hoboken FC against SC Vistula Garfield, an all-North Jersey matchup. That one kicking off at 8 p.m. on Wednesday, November the 19th. And then the following night, also at 8 p.m., Thursday, November the 20th, it's Zoom Schneider's next league game against Richmond County FC in APSL Metro play. Tons of grassroots, semi-professional football to enjoy in the coming days, folks. Happy to bring it all to you on Game and Frame. James Burley with Jorge Espinoza behind the camera here at Travers Island. We are beyond the half-hour mark into the 34th minute. It's 1-1 here in the banks of Pelham Bay. Yali Salzburg, an early free kick, a spectacular free kick to open the scoring, and Jason Budai on a 1v1 with the keeper to make it 1-1, all square in the 18th minute. Rocha with a good first touch. Looking in behind for Montana, but he just couldn't get his legs underneath him. Montana defended away by Onshu, and it goes out for a goal kick. 9th versus 10th in the 2025-26 APSL Metropolitan Conference here at Travers Island. Nyack ahead on goal difference. Both teams on 6 points through 7 games. If you're Zoom Schneider, 8 games. If you're Nyack, it's been a game of contrasting styles. We've seen Nyack be willing to absorb pressure and hit on the counter. It's not really been what they've done today. They've had the bulk of possession, and it's been Zoom Schneider who have been able to show some teeth in the counterattack. That's a great ball from Silva for Holch, but defended well by Oberg, and a throw for Zoom Schneider. Here's Koiso. Rio Koiso, the former Borough of Manhattan Community College man. Lost possession there, and now Osman can go forward on the feed from Montana. Wind picking up again at Travers Island as DJ Cook comes back to defend it and draws the foul on Osman. Gentle looking to get around Oberg. Salzburg coming out to support and knock that out for a throw. Despite their struggles to score in league play this season, Zoom Schneider, they've gotten a good early goal today. Inside 20 minutes, they were able to find an equalizer. The goals have not been hard to come by in their Open Cup fixtures, however. 7-3, they beat Osners FC of the league for clubs. Or excuse me, Osners FC of the UPSL. Then they followed that up with a 4-1 win over the Met Oval U23s from the league for clubs. A 4-1 win. And now the opposite central midfielder to Salzburg, Tony Rocha, is going to have to step off with another apparent injury as mandated by the referee. And again, with the short bench, they're going to have to go down to 10 men. Frank Shkreli, who scored a lovely first-time goal against New York International in their last league match, will get set to enter as Koch plays forward for Koiso into the penalty area now for Budai, driven across, defended away by Kor and cleared by Ondrakius. Another really good look there for Zoom Schneider, starting to impose their style of play a bit more in the later part of this first half. Here's Budai. Looking inside for Swaby. Just couldn't get on the same page with Budai. Not exactly Swaby's game, those little movements in behind. He's been very good in holding the ball up as Salzburg fires the other way. Defended by Silva. And now Osman. He's looking to switch in the middle to Gaylord, who ultimately corrals the second effort. Oberg for Duran. And switch through the middle beautifully. Berlinski now. Duran flicks over to Berlinski, who turns. Wanted Farouk Osman, but had to delay it a little bit and conceded possession back to Schneider. Swaby again only gets as far as Jason Gaylord, who has stepped into the central midfield with the absence of Rocha, who has now been replaced by Shkreli. Here's Ondrakis. Not sure if there are specific rules to injury substitutions, but that substitution just came in on the fly, not something you see every day. Shkreli came in for the injured Tony Rocha, who I believe may be sidelined now for the rest of the contest. We'll have to check with the official APSL rulebook there. Here's Diekerhoff. Silva wanted Gentle in behind, but the timing just not quite correct between the two of them. Picked up once again by Nyack to the 40th minute here at Travers Island. 1-1 is our score. The last two times these teams met weren't the most exciting matchups. In April, in the spring season of 2025, it was a 0-0 draw here at Travers Island in the later stages of the 2024-25 APSL Metropolitan season. Had some nice goalkeeping displays in that match. Montana thought about the switch for Oberg, instead plays to Salzburg, who completes the switch now. Here's Oberg in a crossing position to the back post, looking for Brulinski. Ramirez, the first to it, and Dennis Koch Jr. to clear. Picked up by Budaj. Andrakis thought he won it back, but instead played it in the direction of Swaby, who couldn't combine with Budaj in the end. Brulinski now. Avoids Dennis Koch and tried to play it into Osman. It's just wrong-footed by the defense of Denis Onchu. Good use of the body by the Schneider captain. DJ Koch for Koiso. Spreads this out wide for Budaj. I think the wind's going to keep that in his reach. Budaj's first touch defended by Ondrakis, and now the second one just combined with the goalkeeper, Vasilios Dimopoulos. He's going to be whistled for the foul there. Dimopoulos got to it first. Nothing malicious in that, though, just an honest fight for possession there. It's once again the gusts of wind picking up big time here at Travers Island. Holch wins that out of the air, but Salzburg's quick on the second ball. Here's Osman now. Now Kor. Ondrakis. Joe Kor again. Salzburg plays it for Shkreli, who moves wide, and now Montana, who stepped across from the left wing position. Here's Montana. Thought about the cross, instead retreats further back down the right flank, was looking for Shkreli. He's going to have to contend for a throw. Area. Duran was looking to fight for it, falls for Osman, who saves it back for Gaylord, who strikes. Just pushed that one high and wide, out again for a goal kick. Crossing opportunities have looked like they might be fruitful for Nyack. Just haven't been able to put in that finishing punch that they were able to show from the dead ball with a fantastic free kick from Jali Salzburg. Dickerhoff now for Holch. Glenn Gentle, good turn to get around Core. He's got space. Gentle fires, and Dimopoulos has to dive to his right to knock that out for Schneider's third corner of the afternoon. The most difficult save Vasilios Dimopoulos will have to make, but an important one at that. And Gentle combining well with Holch on this left side and just found enough space in the half space between the center defense and the right back. Silva now will bring in an in-swinger. The wind just holding that one up a little bit, and Andrakis look to clear, but shouts for a handball. Koiso back into the penalty area. Holch fighting for it. Gentle looking for an overhead. Brulinski, and eventually Salzburg to clear. And we'll go all the way out for a throw-in on the far side on the opposite half of midfield. Here's Onchu. And Koch spreads it out wide for Holch. Early ball in for Swaby. Core on his back. Swaby holding this one up and turning, looking for the run of Koiso. It was a lovely run from midfield, but just too much muscle on the ball in behind, and corralled again by Nyack, who at this point fighting for their way back into the game, fighting to have the game be played back on their terms as it was in the first 20 or so minutes. It's been Schneider's game to end this first half. Here as we are now past the 45 minutes of play into first half stoppage time. Osman, the former Gatorade Player of the Year in 2017 with the Hotchkiss School in Connecticut. Osman wins a corner for the home side. Big chance. They go short again here on the stroke of halftime. Oberg, driven cross, defended away. Now for Duran on top of the penalty area. His strike deflects. Ramirez can keep it in play and clear. The referee takes a look at his watch. Still going in this first half. Silva cuts inside on Brulinski. Gaylord recovers. We're going to play advantage in behind from Swaby, looking for Budai. The flag is up, but the foul is going to come back first. Diego Silva was infracted by Jason Gaylord in transition, and now the referee goes back and properly shows yellow after the advantage was seen. Silva still slow to get up after that challenge from Jason Gaylord, who has been shown yellow in first half stoppage time. Silva's had an excellent first half, dictating play in the midfield. Has really been a key reason why this tide's shifted in this first half. And good to see he's able to continue. Some pre-match antics of gamesmanship. Alex Bierscheid was over to shake hands with the captain of New York Athletic Club, Jason Gaylord, but I don't believe the New York Athletic Club captain obliged. And now we go to halftime, tied 1-1 here at Travers Island. Opening the scoring in the first half was a spectacular free kick from Jali Salzburg. Jason Budai was able to equalize 10 minutes later, and we are level at 1 at Travers Island. After 45, New York Athletic Club 1, Schneider 1. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome back to second half action at Travers Island. James Burley with Jorge Espinoza on the camera here on Game and Frame's broadcast of the APSL Metropolitan Conference. It's New York Athletic Club 1 and Schneider 1 after 45. A 9th-minute free kick from Yali Salzburg. A sensational strike to open the scoring for Nyack. They take a 1-0 lead in a match for the third straight time, but also for the third straight time, they concede the following goal, level at 1. It was Jason Budai, the right wing, who scored on a 1v1 with the keeper on the feed from Tom Holch to level the scoring. We've got a few second half substitutions to make note of. Of course, Frank Shkreli came in for Nyack to replace the injured Tony Rocha as we are underway in the second 45 here at Travers Island as Jason Gaylord launches this forward into the Schneider half. Denny Morinigo forces this one the other way. Here's Koiso and now Budai. Entering at the right back position for Schneider is Jason Lee. He replaces Mario Ramirez after 45 minutes. Lee, the former Buffalo State and Cortland man, his college career ending in 2024. Here's Lee, forward for Budai. Also entering the match in central midfield, replacing entering the match in central midfield, Sully Cornell, formerly of Queensborough Community College. He enters in the number 6 role next to Koiso as Diego Silva moves up to the number 10 position. Dennis Koch Jr. takes over at the number 9 role, and Tyler Swaby goes to the bench. Joe Core plays it forward for Salzburg, who's onside. Yali Salzburg pawed away by Morinigo. And Felix Diggerhoff can get it to safe haven. Good ball in behind, but an even better save, it must be said, from Morinigo to deny Salzburg a brace. Brulinski trying to get around Cornell. Here's Silva. Battling in the middle with Brulinski. Nyack regaining possession as the wind kicks up yet again Salzburg. Now Andrakis. Duran. Fouled by Cornell. We mentioned the absence of Nabil Kawasmi and what that has meant for Nyack in their previous matches. Missing for Schneider, an important goal scorer, Tomas de Andrade Gomez, who led the team in scoring in 2024-25 with 10 goals, has 2 goals in the Open Cup, 1 goal in league play this year. Former St. Francis Brooklyn man, unavailable. One of several St. Francis Brooklyn players in this squad, including Swaby, who came off, and his replacement up front, Dennis Koch Jr., who steps up from the number 10 position. Jason Lee replaced Ramirez, the former Kane University and Ramapo Roadrunners man, as Budai could be in here after the wrong foot from Andrakis. Budai just missed on that one. Tried to fire it on the upper near post. According to the referee, that one took a deflection. Must say I didn't see a deflection on that first look, but the referee's decision is final. It might have come from the assistant referee. It will be a corner for Schneider, their 4th of the afternoon. I've seen some decent service from Diego Silva to this point. The Chilean stands over the corner again. The corner from Silva, floated to the back post. Core gets it away. Onshu tries to keep it alive, but Osman clears. Lee pumps it back forward, and Osman again. Now Salzburg. And Brulinski can't get it by the challenge of Silva. Silva met by the former Baruch captain, Shkreli. And now Holch forward for the goal scorer, Budaj. Budaj, good feet into the penalty area now for Holch. His shot deflects for Dennis Koch. Tipped onto the post by Dimopoulos. Huge chance, just missed by Schneider. Lee plays forward for Koiso. Japan native runs out of room, and Andrakis intercepts his pass for DJ Koch. Dimopoulos looking forward for Salzburg, and too much oomph on that one, out for a throw for Schneider, right by the halfway line. A few really good chances for Schneider early in this second half. They've continued where they left off in the first. Here's Morinigo and Diekerhoff. Gentle was trying to bounce back for Tom Holch, but intercepted high up the pitch by Nayak. Montana was looking for Brulinski. Pass was intercepted, and now Budaj can go the other way. He's got DJ Koch with him, and Jason Lee overlapping. Here's Lee now. In a crossing position, Jason Lee serves this one in, gets to Dennis Koch Jr. Trying to play it backwards for Silva, who thought about it. Still Silva! And just got underneath it, out for a goal kick. The ideas are there for the visitors now, though. Can Nayak withstand this early second half pressure for Schneider and start something again? They started the game so promisingly. Far and away the better looking side in the first 20 minutes. One chance from Jason Budaj turned the tide of the game. Diego Silva has been excellent in central midfield. One of the most effective players on the pitch today. He's on the ball again with Shkreli to defend him. Bounces back for Onchu as the press intensifies from the home side. Andraki steps up well to win that one, and Lee lets that one go out for a throw. Gaylord looking to clear, deflected away, and Budaj can put Koiso in behind. Dimopoulos on an island, Koiso around the keeper, Rio. Koiso scores! Pressure mounts from Schneider, and it turns into diamonds. Rio Koiso scores. And the feed from Jason Budaj, an unfortunate bounce in the back from Nayak. The visitors pounce on it and make them pay. It's 2-1 to Schneider here in the 53rd minute. It's been all of the visitors in the early goings of this second half. 2-1. It's Rio Koiso's first goal of the APSL season. He scored against Osners in the US Open Cup in that 7-3 victory. The Japanese central midfielder puts his side in front, and once again, New York Athletic Club see a 1-0 lead turn as it stands into a defeat. They've got 34 minutes plus stoppage time to turn that around, as Holch defends that away from Osman, and Andrakis fights through Gentle inside for Brulinski, who just didn't get the finish right. It's a good fight from Andrakis. Glenford Gentle wanted the foul. Dropped it back for Dominic Brulinski, who was just leaning back and got under it. Real chance there for Nayak, their best look of the second half. Here's Diekerhoff. The press again coming up higher. Duran leading the charge, and Brulinski now. Lee was trying to play through the press of Montana, and Salzburg concedes possession as Budaj gets involved. Good lunge from Andrakis to slow things down. course, New York Athletic Club out of substitutions. Frank Shkreli, the only available sub, replaced Tony Rocha in the first half, who came off injured. Schneider brought on 2 subs at the halfway mark. They've got 3 more available. Nathan Bennett, the former NYU man, as well as Wisdom Hutunji, formerly of Nyack, and Raphael John, fullback, formerly of Central Brooklyn FC, as a youth player, the I2I International Soccer Academy. Played through many ranks in England, as well collegiately with York St. John. Here's Osman into the penalty area, across to the back post, brought down by Montana. Enrique Montana fires! Oh, he just missed that one. The sharp angle was closed down well by Morinigo, and Montana just put it over the bar. 2 really good chances to get back on level pegging for Nyack. Still down 2-1 here in the 56th minute. Here's Lee. Cornell. And Onchu. Looking forward into the direction of Koiso. Core going to bring that one down. And now Shkreli on the feed from Oberg. It's a foul from Silva. And the referee making it known. One more foul for Silva. He could very well find his name in the book. Just the notion of 2 dangerous fouls, succession of fouls from the referee. Silva pleading his case. He felt he got the ball. Referee's decision is final. Oberg stands over this one. Has provided great service many times for this Nyack team, and he's going to wait to get 10 yards. As the rain beginning to come in now in Travers Island. Here's Oberg. Driven ball in over the head of the goalkeeper and in! Curtis Oberg goes for goal from the halfway line and scores. We are level at Travers Island. A remarkable way to equalize over the head of Denny Morinigo. Curtis Oberg scores his first of the season, his second goal contribution after an assist against Vistula. It seemed a harmless free kick off the foul from Diego Silva, but just floated in and over the goalkeeper, level at 2 at Travers Island. Can you believe that? Dead ball specialists have come to play for the home side. 2 free kicks, 2 goals. Both sensational looks as Gentle's in the penalty area. Turning, good save from Dimopoulos down to his right. Things starting to open up here as the weather just gets a bit more nasty on this November Sunday here on Pelham Bay. Cornell turns for Silva. Dennis Koch plays for Gentle, who cuts across. Gentle cutting back now. He's got Budai overlapping, retreats instead for Lee, who's in a crossing position. Lee serves it in. Koch trying to get onto it. Brulinski gets his foot through it, and Salzburg can only head it as far as Cornell. Koiso. Cornell, and now Silva can turn. He's got Gentle with him, looking for Gentle, defected away. Now out wide for Holch. Driven ball inside. Oberg, the goal scorer, knocks that out. It'll be a corner. It'll be Schneider's 5th corner of the afternoon. Silva stands over this one. Will be an in-swinger from the Chilean. It's a good ball inside, looking for Gentle. The second ball falls for Budai. Jason Budai fires. Still Budai defended away by Oberg. And now Doran can play forward for Osman. He's got Montana to his left. He's going to slow things down and await reinforcements. Curtis Oberg. Looking for the big switch. Salzburg, lovely flick header for Montana. Things could be on here for New York Athletic Club. Montana's cross. Defended away by Holtz. And now Cornell ahead. Dennis Koch Jr. plays it for Glenford Gentle. The flag is down. Gentle could be in. Glenn Gentle to the penalty area. Gaylord with a great challenge. Defensive interaction as good as a goal, really, from Jason Gaylord there. Picked up again in midfield by Schneider. The switch from Koiso is a good one. But Burai just runs out of real estate on this near side. Out for a throw. As Alex Bierscheid prepares another substitution, it's going to be Wisdom Hutunji, the former Brooklyn FC 2 and CSA Bergen man. Will come on against his former club as well. A former Nyack player replaces the second goal scorer, Rio Koiso. He'll enter on the right wing position. Jason Budai will go to the number 9 role, and DJ Koch will return back to the number 10 position he started the game in. Andrakis looking to clear. That's Utunji making his first interaction of the game and knocking it out for a goal kick. Past the hour mark here at Travers Island. 2-2 between New York Athletic Club and Zum Schneider. It was Zoom who came out with a very strong start to the second half, but responding with another free kick. Another ridiculous free kick, I must say. Curtis Oberg scoring from just in front of the halfway line. Can't imagine he was going for goal there, but doesn't matter what the intent was. It found the back of the net regardless, just looped over the goalkeeper's head. Contrast that with Jali Salzburg's free kick in the first half, just outside the penalty area from a sharp angle, curled beautifully into the top corner. A highlight reel goal, a couple of them now for New York Athletic Club as they fight their way back into a game they once led. Diego Silva from distance, got underneath that one, out for a goal kick. The final two substitutes for Zum Schneider. You can just see them getting loose, staying warm behind the goal. The lack of subs for the home side could be a huge factor late in this game, with the weather picking up the way it has been and the intensity of the match matching that to boot. Forward, Joe Korn launches that one looking for Osman. Holch wins it and plays now. It's Cornell. Sully Cornell back out wide for the German fullback. Bounce off of Budai. That's a lovely bit of interplay here. Then for Gentle forward, trying to get around Joe Core. He does, into the penalty area now. Gentle defended away by Gaylor. Just one or two touches too many from Glenn Gentle. Now Osman the other way. Umar Farouk Osman was looking for Duran. It's a good sliding challenge from Felix Dickerhoff, and good feet as well to avoid the second challenge from Osman. Early ball looking for Hutunji. Is one out of the air by Andrakis. And good football again. Dimopoulos plays to Montana, who flicks now for Salzburg. Salzburg cuts inside Jali. Salzburg on his right. Salzburg, what a save! Denny Morinigo, full extension to his left to deny Salzburg his second. It's going to be a corner again for New York Athletic Club. The football starting to perk up here at Travers Island. To the 64th minute we go. Another corner now for the home team. Curtis Oberg will stand over it. He's been putting in dangerous service all afternoon and all season. Just scoring from ridiculous long-range free kick. Let's see what he can do with this outswinging corner. To the penalty spot. Salzburg gets up. Second ball, one out of the air by Holch. And Hutunji burst of speed to get around Gaylord, and now Salzburg recovering as well. Still Wisdom Hutunji. Retreats instead for Koch. He plays catch with Cornell. Koch bounces for Silva now. Former post-university man gets it back. Diego Silva plays it back out wide for Hutunji. Jason Lee overlapping. Hutunji cuts inside instead. Tries to bounce off Silva. Played away by Montana. Moriniga was wrong-footed on that second goal, but came up huge to deny Salzburg his second just moments ago. Lovely cut and strike from Salzburg that was going to nestle on the far side of the goal, if not for a lunging stop from the 19-year-old in between the sticks for Zoom Schneider. Silva plays for Hutunji. Going at Ondraki's wisdom, Hutunji against his former club. His cross is denied. It'll be the 6th corner now for Zoom. Silva preparing an outswinger. Substitutes are getting ready to come on. Here's Silva's corner. Gaylord clips it away, and Osman bicycle to clearance. Cornell recovers and back out wide for Silva, who looks for another cross, this time right at the front post, and Dimopoulos is all over that. Looking to go early for Farouk Osman. DJ Koch brought that one down. Shouts for a handball, but the referee quick to motion that came off his chest, off his body. There's Cornell. Cheeky little nutmeg to get through Berlinski there. Silva looking in behind for Hutunji, who's got speed to burn. The recovery from Jason Gaylord only goes as far as the corner. Another corner kick to come for Zoom Schneider. I think perhaps we will see that substitute come on now. It's another forward, Nathan Bennett, the Wilton, Connecticut native. 4 years at NYU, where he scored 16 goals in his collegiate career. Still yet to make his first tally for Zoom Schneider. It's going to be Hutunji on the corner, in the 7th corner. Doesn't get by the first post, out for a goal kick. And now that sub will come on. Glenn Gentle is going off. It will be Bennett to come on the left wing role. Dimopoulos will go long here, and he does. One out of the air. A good flick header from Yali Salzburg. We've seen a few of those now. There's good competition between Duran and Onshu there, as he's played out wide for Montana. Cross coming in for Osman, defended away by Dickerhoff. Second ball for Brulinski. Over to Osman, who lets it go. He knew he came from an offside position. Dickerhoff can play out to Dennis Koch Jr. Former St. Francis Brooklyn man. Bit of deception to find Cornell there. Big switch from Dickerhoff. Here's Lee. Second ball was won by Ondrakis. Forward for Hutunji from Silva. Hutunji can try to cut across Gaylord, and he knocks it out for the 8th corner now for Zoom Schneider. Pressure mounting once again from the visitors. It will be Silva again, his outswinger, right on the penalty spot, right on the 6-yard box now, and brought down by Brulinski, and he can dribble his way out of the box. And that foul, a tactical one from Nathan Bennett, who's only just stepped on. He's shown yellow there. '70th minute booking for substitute Nathan Bennett. That foul on Dominik Brulinski. Folks, today's Game and Frame broadcast is presented by Umbro, celebrating more than 100 years of football. Learn more at umbropremier.com. Thanks to Umbro for sponsoring today's Game and Frame broadcast. One of the best kit suppliers. Football heritage, umbropremier.com. Second ball falls for Salzburg. Flick on from Montana is a lovely one, but the flag is up as Farouk Osman puts it away. What a pretty goal that would have been. Still is pretty, but unfortunately it won't count. Quick thinking from Montana and Osman, but a little bit too quick, too eager. Offside is the decision. Good turn from Dennis Koch Jr. there. To wrong foot Shkreli. His ball for Bennett. It's out of reach and out for a throw. They've been trading chances down either end. Have been some really nice goals, as well some near misses throughout this match. 2-2 feels like a fair scoreline. They've been trading blows all night long. They've been trading spells in which they've each looked like the better side. And with just under 20 minutes to go, still yet to finish this story here at Travers Island on this Sunday, November the 16th. Here's Budaj. Forward inside looking for Bennett. Off his line. It was Dimopoulos to gather that one there. And play back out for Oberg. Brulinski inside for Salzburg. Completing the switch, Enrique Montana. Plays again with the man who scored the opening goal, Yali Salzburg. Good combination between Montana and Brulinski. He's got Duran with him. Brulinski cuts inside. Dominik Brulinski thought about it for a moment, instead drops for Shkreli. Saw those two combine for a goal against New York International. Shkreli is able to force it out, and it deflects for a corner. Shouts for a goal kick from the Schneider players. I don't think any more Inigo Arce helped the case by diving to keep it in play. But referee's decision final will be another corner now for Nyack. The 73rd minute of play. Oberg, Toretti, and outswinger. This one just floated, lofted straight to the top of the penalty area. Dennis Koch gets it out wide. For the man who scored the opening goal for Schneider is Budaj. This ball was wayward and intercepted by Kor. Oberg. Out wide for Osman. The challenge coming in from Holch. Might have caught him up high with some studs. I think we're going to see a card come out of the pocket for the German fullback Tom Holch. And he will be shown yellow here in the 74th. For that challenge on Umar Farouk Osman. And this has got Curtis Oberg's name written all over it from the service. Folks, be sure to tune in to Game and Frame's slate of games for the rest of the night and the rest of this week. Central Park Rangers and New York International at 4 p.m. in APSL Metro Play. New York Pan-Cyprian Freedoms against Richmond County FC also tonight at 8 p.m. in APSL Metro Play. And on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Hoboken FC and SC Vistula Garfield in an all-North Jersey matchup. And Schneider and Richmond County round out the slate on Thursday, November the 20th at 8 p.m. All those games in APSL Metro play. Vistula, of course, playing for Open Cup qualification on Sunday against Oakland United. The game going to be played at Rowan. Cross coming in. It's going to be Brulinski inside. Duran flicks on to Salzburg. Save! The flag is up on the far side as Montana nearly puts in the second chance opportunity. Salzburg was offside on the Duran flick. Another really good look from the dead ball there. Tunji. Back for Onshu. Press coming up a bit higher from Nyack yet again. Morinigo will have to go long with it. Andrakis fights through Budai. Concedes a throw just in front of the halfway line. Cornell receives from the near side from Lee. DJ Koch launches it forward looking for Bennett. Here's Bennett now. Turning on Joe Core, out wide for DJ Koch. Back inside for Bennett. Played away by Brulinski. And his early ball had space for Farouk Osman, but cut out by Tom Holch in the end. Diekerhoff has to retreat as Montana and Duran press up high again. Morinigo looking out wide for Lee. Coming in there was Salzburg, and a high boot there, whistled there. Here's Onshu. Splits a couple to find Sully Koner there. Lead. Ahead for Hutonji. Here's Wisdom Hutonji. Into the penalty area now. Cutting inside on his left. The strike deflects away. Core can't really clear it. Falls for Budai out of the air. What a save from Dimopoulos. Still loose and cleared. Well, you don't catch volleys much sweeter than that. Jason Budai got everything behind it, but what a save from the player coach, Vasilios Dimopoulos. Got down to his right as quick as can be. A strong save, and Curtis Oberg was there to clean up the rebound and get it away for a throw. Close call. Excellent goalkeeping from New York Athletic Club. One out of the air by Sully Cornell. He's been excellent since coming on in the start of the second half in central midfield. Here's Holch. Early ball looking for Bennett. Just too much power and out for a goal kick. Hutunji and Bennett have added another look to the front line for Schneider since they came on. A little bit more pace and stamina left in their legs. And of course, Jason Budai has been an excellent goal scorer in the UPSL with Braveheart at the college level. Found his first for Schneider early in the first half and nearly added another moments ago, if not for a great save from Vasilios Dimopoulos. Silva looking to go around a few red shirts inside for Bennett. Flag is down. Bennett scores! Well, it was coming. The substitute Nathan Bennett. Early in the book and early on the score sheet. It is a 79th minute goal, and Schneider retakes the lead. It's 3-2 to the visitors at Travers Island. Diego Silva sets up another one. And Nathan Bennett makes no mistake with the finish. Nothing Dimopoulos could do there, left on an island for the second time this afternoon. 3-2, Schneider leads. 11 minutes plus stoppage time to go for New York Athletic Club to mount another comeback. They were able to fight back down 2-1 with the Curtis Oberg free kick. They've only scored by way of the free kick today. Can they do something during the run of play? Shkreli defended by the substitute, and as it stands, go-ahead goal scorer Bennett. I mean, just the ability to have substitutes that you can rely on to come on and change the outlook of a game. It's just not a luxury that New York Athletic Club have been able to have in many matches this season, and certainly not today with only one substitute available, a sub that they had to use due to injury in the first half. And instead, Schneider gets the boost they need from the bench, and it currently has them ahead 3-2 over New York Athletic Club. Cornell plays into the middle for DJ Koch. And now out wide for Holch. Early ball looking for Hutunji is a lovely one, but Dimopoulos read it all the way, had to become quick off his line to clear. And the final substitution now will be coming in for Schneider. Diego Silva, who, for my money, has been the man of the match. Helped create that final goal to put Schneider in front. The substitute will be Raphael John, the 26-year-old, formerly of the I2I International Soccer Academy that sends players to play through the ranks in the UK while studying collegiately. The Brooklyn native of Trinidadian descent has entered the match. Dennis Koch going to let go from distance right into the arms of Dimopoulos. And his early ball is going to put Montana wide. Don't think the two of them were on the same page there. That will trickle away for a throw right in front of the commentary booth here. Budai just ran out of room with that touch there. And forward, Montana can play Salzburg. He's got Osman with him. Instead goes for Duran. The flag is up. And Diekerhoff did play the ball. That means that Duran did impact the play. The pass was intended toward him. I think it might have been a mistake in the decision there from Salzburg. He had Osman available to his right. Just couldn't quite put together what looked like it could have been a dangerous chance. As we approach the 83rd minute now. Brulinski. Shkreli. Gaylord stepping up into central midfield to try to push things forward. Shkreli dropping beneath him. Former Baruch man on it again. Here's Andrakis now. Inside for Duran, defended well by Dennis Koch. Gaylord thought he was playing catch with Brulinski, but instead ran out of room, and a cheeky little nutmeg from DJ Koch, and he draws the foul out of Jason Gaylord, who's already on yellow, and this will tick more time away from the home side. Cheeky little smile as well from DJ Koch. Quick on the restart, quicker than you would have thought with them having a 3-2 lead late. Instead it goes out for another throw, and just more time to slow things down. Please throw for Hutunji is cleared by Core. Onshu and Duran fighting for it. Duran trying to get it forward for Osman. Holch clears. No foul given as those two collide. And Diekerhoff clears the second ball away. Trying to put it back in play was Montana. Early throw from Lee, flicked on by Hutunji. Around Joseph Core into the penalty area. Hutunji tries to rope it back in play. Goes out for another corner. One more and double digits for Schneider. DJ Koch will stand over the corner with Silva off. DJ Koch puts in his outswinger near on the keeper, headed on. I believe that was Hutunji, who Dimopoulos collided with. He'll get the foul. Good leap forward from the goalkeeper. His early restart is one out of the air by Lee. Here's Ondrakis. Gaylord looking forward. That one kept alive by the wind. You could just see that one die in the midair. Montana trying to keep that in play. Just goes out of bounds into touch on this near side. Ondrakis tried to get his foot around it to clear, but that stays alive in their own end. Out for a throw for Schneider. Just trying to slow things down when they can. Here in the 86th minute of play. Do we have any more twists to the tail here at Travers Island? It'll be another corner for Schneider. Stefanos Ondrakis wanted a foul. He's not going to get it. It will be the 10th corner now for the visitors. Hutunji looking to take it, and take it quickly. Cleared away again by Kor. Salzburg. Wanted to take it forward for Duran, and instead out again for a throw for Schneider. The end of this match going the way the players wearing the neon yellow kits would like it. Slowly. Not a whole lot of variety in what we've seen in the last few minutes. Another long throw down the line. Kor to clear. Salzburg cannot get it by Shkreli. Sully Cornell will be shown yellow there for that challenge. A hard-fought 50-50 between him and Frank Shkreli. Looked like Shkreli wanted to get his foot through that and got to the ball first, and Cornell was shown yellow for it. Here in the 88th minute now. First ball, one out of the air by Lee, and Cornell looks to clear. Deflected by Gaylord. Shouts for a handball, denied by the referee. And Jason Lee does really well to play out of the danger forward for Budai. Gaylord does well to come back and win the throw. Good fight from him. Duran inside for Brulinski. His turn, looking to get around Dickerhoff. Defended by Onshu. And Raphael John can launch it forward for Nathan Bennett, who's got space. As it stands, Bennett's got the game-winning goal. Ahead for Utunji. Still Wisdom Utunji. He just pulled it wide. Squeaky bum time, as they call it, for New York Athletic Club here on home turf. And what will be second to last home game of the fall season. Forward from Dennis Koch Jr. to Nathan Bennett. The flag is up. He's offside. Early restart. Oberg looking forward for Montana. Just not on the same page with the front three. Late in the match, Nyack. Montana's press whistled there for handball, but I think he took the brunt of that one. Either in the midsection or up high in his head. As he's slow to get back to his feet, Enrique Montana III. We're into the 90th minute of 90 here at Travers Island. Schneider 3, New York Athletic Club 2. Yali Salzburg opened the scoring with a spectacular free kick. Jason Budaj leveled things just 10 minutes later in the first half. We went to halftime, tied 1-1. Zoom Schneider came out of the gates, the better side really, in the start of the second half. This is a good ball in for Osman to chase, and it was a bit nervy. Morinigo had to come out and collect. Rio Koiso scored the first goal of the second half to put Zoom Schneider 2-1 up. Then Curtis Oberg with a ridiculous free kick from just about the halfway line that went over everybody's head, including the goalkeeper. The only thing it didn't go over was the crossbar to level things at 2. Then Nathan Bennett off the bench has what could be the winner. Budaj forward for Hutunji off that errant pass from Andrakis. Hutunji, sharp angle, deflected away from Dimopoulos. Just caught it in his legs. Not sure if that took a deflection on the first effort or if that got through clean all the way to the goalkeeper. Either way, it's another great save in a game of great saves on both sides. We're past the 90 minutes now. There's going to be 2 added minutes. Can't imagine that Zoom will take anything but a short corner here. They have gone short. It's Dennis Koch Jr. He's looking to knock that off Curtis Oberg. That avoids all red shirts and finds the goalkeeper Dimopoulos, who will roll out Jason Gaylord. Berlinski. Jason Budaj does well to put him off, and the clearance only gets as far as Andrakis. He's pulling up with a bit of a knock favoring that left ankle. Stefanos Andrakis as he recovers that pass to Dimopoulos, who steps forward. Long ball ahead for Duran is cleared. Second ball won by Cornell. Raphael John fighting with Gaylord. Berlinski was looking for the feet of Duran, but he was looking in behind. They can't combine there. And Andrakis whistled for the handball on that back heel. Another chance to slow things down for Zoom Schneider. The referee checks his watch and blows the final whistles. Full time at Travers Island. It's Zoom Schneider 3, New York Athletic Club 2. Nyack opens the scoring in the first half. Yali Salzburg with an excellent free kick. Jason Budaj levels the score. We go to the break 1-1. Rio Koiso put Zoom Schneider ahead. Curtis Oberg's free kick level things momentarily, but Nathan Bennett off the bench makes it 3-2. That's the final score from Travers Island. For James Burley and Jorge Espinoza behind the camera, thank you so much for joining Game and Frame's broadcast of the APSL Metropolitan Conference. It finishes Zoom Schneider 3, New York Athletic Club 2.